Good morning, Curtis. It's good seeing you again. Go ahead and have a seat. How are you doing today?
Doing good, how are you?
Doing good. I'm doing good. So today's your first visit with me today. Were you okay with traffic? Were you able to find the place?
I was a little shaky, but
Yeah. Did you find parking okay?
I did.
Yeah,
All right,
okay.
thank you.
Okay. I just wanted to interview you. I know you had some concerns. You called me, so we're gonna go over that today. What I wanted to do first of all was ask you what brings you here today to my office.
I think I need like therapeutic help.
Okay.
Looking into some therapy classes.
Okay.
Uh,
What kind of classes are you looking for? What exactly?
Drug and alcohol, perhaps.
Oh, okay, drug and
Yeah.
alcohol. Okay. Are you right now today? Are you using any drugs today?
Very little, not as much as I used to, honestly. I used to go out party with my friends and use a lot, like almost on a daily basis, but I don't do it as much.
Right. What is your number one drug of choice right now? What?
Weed.
Weed. You smoke a lot of weed. Okay. Now, do you smoke it with friends, by yourself?
Just usually with friends, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you find yourself doing that at home, or do you go out?
You know what? I go out because my mom doesn't allow it, so I usually go out.
Oh,
Park or after school or something like
Right.
that.
And do you feel that that's something that you need to help you function, or is it something that?
You know what? It's a habit and it helps me relax.
Mhm.
Honestly, like keeps me down,
Right.
mellow. You know.
Mhm. Now, do you go smoke weed with other friends or by yourself?
I usually go with my other friends because they were my influences to begin with. So
Mhm.
usually,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, do you feel that you need to it helps you function better, or is it just something that you're just experimenting with, or what exactly do you?
It actually helps me function better, a lot better actually. I know it's not the right choice or anything.
Right.
That's when I'm kind of looking into therapy,
Right.
so I can find other ways to.
Right. Do you find yourself spending a lot of money on marijuana?
Yeah, I do.
How much do you spend a week, or what's your habit like right now?
About $100 a week.
$100 a
Oh.
week. Right. Okay, so that's pretty much equivalent to about maybe $10 to $15 a day.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, what we want to do is just be able to help you maybe create some steps to help you begin to phase out.
Mhm.
In time. I wanted to pretty much identify the problem, and that's the marijuana. Would you say that maybe there's events in your life that trigger your use? Is there something that which I wanted to ask you? What's your family structure like right now?
You know what? I get along with my family. I have a foster family because I was born. When I was born, I was kind of separated from my biological family, so they kind of put me in foster care. I was like that since I was 2 years old, and from 2 to 13, I lived with my 2 other siblings. Yeah, but that's probably.
So pretty much you've been raised by your foster parents, and your biological parents are not in the picture?
No, they're not actually. No.
Okay. Now, in your family, how many siblings do you have?
6.
The 6
I only
siblings.
raised with 2.
And what number are you? Are you the youngest?
I'm actually the oldest.
You're the
Yeah,
oldest
I'm
of
the
6 siblings. So do you feel maybe there was added responsibility put on you, or
No.
did you guys
No.
live together, or were you all pretty much separated?
It was only 2 of us.
Mhm.
My sister, one of my sisters, and actually 2 of my sisters.
Mhm.
We just lived together, and I didn't have full responsibility on them. It was just kind of.
Right. And so your other 4 siblings, where did they go? Where did
You know, I have no.
So you've been separated
Yes.
since birth, pretty much, and you were raised by your foster parents.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that? I mean, how does that make you feel as far as
You know
being
what?
raised by your foster parents?
I used to get made fun of when I was in school,
Mhm.
and it was just a little bit hard on me. But I'm kind of getting over it now.
Right.
I tried to contact them, but it's not working out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So they're pretty much your
Yeah,
biological
it's pretty
parents
much.
are not in your
Yeah,
life.
just done. Yeah.
And your foster parents are pretty much the ones that raised you. Those are your parents.
Yeah, I consider them my yes.
Mom and dad.
Yeah.
That's mom and dad. Okay. And then also, as you were you know, living together at home, how are you disciplined? Or who are you disciplined by? Who disciplined?
My mom, not so much of my dad. He was kind of laid back, cool, relaxed.
Right.
You know, my mom, she was disciplined. It can go from being grounded, from a whooping. You know, from she'll take our equipment like PlayStations or phones or
Right.
electronics.
So that was pretty much a consequence for your behavior.
Exactly.
Right. That behavior equal to consequence.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Would you say that mom was consistent? She pretty much disciplined everybody.
Yeah. She just
Yeah.
everybody the same.
And that's good.
Mhm.
You know. So growing up, do you feel the discipline helped you? Did you-
Yeah, I do. Other than this whole drug use,
Right.
other than that, but other than that, yeah, I think it helped me a lot.
Yeah, it kind of set some boundaries for
Yeah,
your life.
exactly.
Okay. Does your mother know that you smoke marijuana?
She doesn't know that I do it at this exact moment because a while ago I kind of stopped, didn't I do it as much. I told her that, so she doesn't really
Right.
know that I'm doing it as much right now.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking is because in order for us to help you, we want to be able to develop a good support system. So we want to, you know, maybe in time we'll include, you know, your mom and let her know that, you know, you're getting some help and getting some treatment. But that was, you know, some of the questions I had for as far as, you know, your family and how you were raised. And now tell me a little bit about yourself when you were growing up. Were you more of an introvert or an extrovert? Meaning, you know, were you outgoing? Were you?
Yeah, I was more outgoing. I like to be, you know, in the center, in the
Yeah,
spot, you know.
attention, right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what, you know,
Right, make people laugh.
attention seeker, class clown. You know, I was that type of person. Yeah.
That kind of explains why, you know, this conversation is going well. You're pretty much open. Now, right now, how old are you, Curtis?
20 years.
You're 20 years old. And do you have any, do you have a girlfriend or
I
friend?
do. I have a girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a girlfriend. And how old is your girlfriend?
She's 17.
17. And how long, when did she turn 18?
She turned 18 actually in like 3 weeks.
Oh,
Two
okay,
weeks.
so pretty much 18 years
Yeah.
old. And do you have, how long have you known her? How long have you been together as boyfriend and girlfriend?
Not that long, for like 2 months.
2
I've
months?
been off and on with girlfriends because it's kind of been like whole drug use and they don't like to deal with it. So I've been kind of off and on in relationships and sometimes single, sometimes off. And it's been, you know, not that good for me.
Right, so your past relationships pretty much
Been blown,
they haven't
blown
gone-
due to my drug problem.
Right,
Yeah.
drug use, okay. And your past relationships, did your partners know that you were smoking
They
marijuana?
did.
They came out?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Were you upfront with them, or is this something they found out and therefore they said, you know, I don't want to be part
Yeah,
of this?
yeah, exactly. What it was. They found out.
So some of your choices and some of your decisions had a consequence.
Yeah, bad choices, bad
Right.
decisions.
Okay. So what we want to do, we want to be able to identify, you know, your problem, and that's, you know, the marijuana use, and then maybe what triggered, you know, you to go use marijuana, and then maybe begin to identify some of the emotions that are behind it. But you know, you growing up with 6 siblings, did you all of you go to the same school? Were you in different schools? I mean, tell me a little bit about your school history.
You know what? I had a sister who is 1 year younger than me, so we were kind of on the same, you know, grade level.
Right.
You know, me and her went to the same school for a while, and she got into this honor class,
Right.
and so she moved into an honor school, and I was kind of at school by myself. And I went through 7.
And this was a younger sister?
Yeah, this was one. She was only 1 year younger.
So
than
you were
me.
pretty close to her,
Yeah.
most likely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And during high school, I went through 7 different high schools.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been hard,
Right.
but got together just a little bit during
Right.
like around 2 years ago, and I got my high school diploma,
Okay.
graduated, and
Right. Now, in high school, how did that affect you, being moved around 7 times? Was your foster parent moving you? Did you move physically your house?
you know what? It was actually when I was 13. As I told you, when I was 13, I moved from my foster parents, and when I was 13, I went into a group home.
Right.
So, you know, when I moved from place to place, from group home to group home, it would
Right.
kind of, the area, the city would vary, so it would kind of like be different schools, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So then you had to make a whole new set of friends.
Exactly.
And then
Exactly.
that was the challenge, meeting new friends,
Exactly.
not knowing who, you know, your friends are, what they do.
Yeah.
Right. What are some of the subjects that maybe were, that came easy to you, that you enjoyed, that were, you know, where you did well? And what's some of the areas that you excelled in?
Spelling. I like spelling. I was in every spelling bee.
Right.
You know, never won, but I was in every spelling bee.
You were there, right.
I like reading. That's about it.
Right. So spelling and reading are your strong points.
Yeah.
That kind of explains why you're pretty good as far as, you know, being vocal. You're okay. You like to talk to people. You engage well with people. So spelling, English, and what were some of the classes that maybe you didn't really enjoy or you had a challenge with?
Math, science, PE. That's about it.
Math, science, and PE.